Hello there, friends. Welcome to the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Mark and
Burk in the middle.
Yeah.
Burk
Who's
in the
that
middle.
other guy again? Oh, right. Okay.
Hey.
Not a fan.
Oh, stop. Please. Hey, new film coming August 25th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Written
Yep.
and starring Raj B Shetty.
Raj B Shetty's been in some great stuff. He's one of these A-listers. He was in 7-7 Charlie. What's that? 777 Charlie is how they say it.
777.
Kantara, which was insane and crazy and great. Definitely see that.
I remember that one.
He's been in some solid films, so I'm very excited about this next one. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, he wrote and stars in it. It's directed by the debutant Basil Alchalakkal.
Yeah, his first film.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
I love first timers. I love because
Yeah.
they bring that energy, that they've tried so hard to get a movie made and they get their first movie out. It's always like, oh, what are they going to do? It's so good.
Yeah, it's like a band's first album. They
It
have their
is.
whole life to work on it, and they do that first album, and
we
And it
tried
takes
to
off and they're huge stars. That's how.
right. And then they have a sophomore slump. But that's
Van
But-
Halen's second album.
exactly. Dance the night away. Anyway, we like to kind of go in cold, but I did read the premise of this one. The premise is very intriguing. I will read the premise before we start.
Okay.
So we're cheating now. You're just
Okay,
cheating.
now we're
Cheating.
throwing it
but-
all out the window. The whole philosophy of Cinemondo. Go ahead.
But the premise is so I don't even know if I get it.
Okay, good.
okay.
Even better if it makes no sense.
Toby is a mute person
Okay.
and also a deemed beast who vows to break free from the evil world and transform himself for Jenny.
Okay.
That's an interesting log.
Sometimes the IMDb isn't totally correct. and
That's not
sometimes-
IMDb, but it's.
Oh, okay. Sometimes whatever you looked at was sometimes not always correct.
So it's
I
kind
know.
of one of those sort of relatable slice of life kind of things.
I just found it interesting, and so
That's
we'll
true.
see if the trailer gives us any more clues. But we like to go in cold.
So we have a basic
apologies.
premise of possibility of sort of a virtual reality or demonic world and kind of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's keep guessing before we watch it
Yeah.
and see if I get anywhere.
We'll see how.
Oh
that
my God.
premise
Okay.
was. Okay. Toby.
Ready?
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Toby.
ನನ್ನ ಹರಕೆ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ
ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾಯಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ.
ಹರಕೆ ಗುರಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕುರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಊರಿಗೆ ಕಾಲಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಕುರಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕುರಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಮಾರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
ಟೋಬಿ ಟೋಬಿ ಸಲ್ನೇಕ ಟೋಬಿನ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನೋಡೋ ಸಲ್ನೇಕ
ಹೊರಪ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗಾ?
4 ದಿವಸ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಯಾರು ಅವಳಪ್ಪ? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್?
ಸೈತಾನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅದು ಸೈತಾನ್ನದೇ ಕಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ.
ನೀನಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಯಾವ ನಾಯಿನೋ ತರಿಸಿದ್ದು?
ದಡ್ಡ ಸರ್ ಅವನು, ಬರೀ ದಡ್ಡ.
ಎಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಏನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ.
ನೀವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಟೆರರಿಸ್ಟೇನಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಗಾಗಿದ್ದು?
ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದಳು ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತಾ?
ಅವನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ತಣ್ಣಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸೌದೆಗೇನ್ ಬೆಲೆ? ಬೆಂಕಿ ಬಿದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರ ಮೈ ಕಾಯೋದು.
ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾಣೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಟೋಬಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದ್ರನೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕಣ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ.
like that rock soundtrack.
The music is all over the place. It went from Air Supply to Van Halen. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
very interesting trailer. I didn't really, the premise was spot on though. No, I'm just kidding.
That pretty much. I mean, you can tell who. So, I get a little worried when I see sacrificial sheep because I don't want to see any animal stuff. Don't even go there. Don't. And also, it doesn't work. We'll just start with that. But I it almost seems like I can't tell if it'd be symbolic, but it's hard going just in the movie. But the fact they have this man who obviously can't speak, so he's considered dumb, and he something wrong with him, and they treat him really badly, and he gets framed because no one cares. He seems like a waste of space, and so it seems like there's sort of a little bit of a comeuppance there at the end where he comes back. Hopefully, like they talk about, like if he comes into the village, he won't be a sheep anymore. So I'm kind of insinuating that they look like they may have killed him. They're dragging away a body in a bag, or they're sacrificing him for some other person who's sick because they showed him, well, Toby needs to die. Like I'm not sure, but somehow it seems like he does come back, and he probably is possibly a previous demon, or is a demon.
And are we seeing there scenes that look like they're taking place in sort of a supernatural realm, like the underworld or afterlife or something like that, where sort of like deities are making decisions for the humans, and saying, there's like rules that you have to follow, and he didn't follow, or they did, or it seems like, I mean, kind of a Jason and the Argonauts kind of thing, where the gods are sort of playing games with the humans, maybe.
Yeah.
What's interesting about it is like there has that part of it in the trailer, sort of, but then there's the softer sort of comedy stuff.
Yeah,
and it's always weird because like trailers, most U.S. trailers, it's the tone is the tone. You know what I'm saying? The tone goes right to left. Which is interesting. I find it kind of like, okay, that's. You're showing the different part of the movie, but it's also interesting how they change the music and make it turn into almost like this romantic comedy for a little bit. Then it goes back into something dark. So that always throws me off as to what is the story.
They're creating stakes maybe because you see like it's that other side of him. Like it looks like there's a bit of duality of like the good is Toby and then the bad. So they show the good and everything's really sweet, and he's helping that woman he's fishing for her, but something shifts, and so then all of a sudden the village turns against him for whatever reason, and so you see that like, but everything was fine. Why is this happening? So I think kind of setting us up to he's not a bad guy until he is. And he's probably not even a bad guy. They're probably the bad guys.
They probably did something to him or whatever.
They definitely did something to him. No one named Toby is ever bad. That's just the rule. So we have a poster. I know. So that's a great shot. Like that's a really good shot. I love the
looks
ring
like a painting.
That's kind of like, I wonder if that's sometimes they put the ring in the nose to lead animals with. I don't know if that's what this is.
It's a thing. It's a style thing, and
it's a style thing. But then we also have
very meaningful.
It's in the goat. The goat has it too, so that I guess they're insinuating that's him, right?
And also, the goat has sort of the same scars, a little bit like he does in the forehead, kind of.
Yeah, he's got some scars, and he has the demon's eyes. See, the eyes are the same. Oh, they're not really, but I'm saying they said, I loved how they said his eyes were demonic, but they just look like a guy's normal eyes, but he was looking down. Like it's like, see how easy it is to read into making people evil if they want to.
Exactly. That's interesting if that's the way the movie went.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That ring in the nose is usually women are wearing those rings, and it usually symbolizes that they're married.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe the idea is that he's married to the devil or a demon, or I don't know.
No, that's an interesting take because
it is.
He's connected in some way,
But usually it's women.
Oh, interesting. So I just looked it up. We're going to sound like it is. So the nose ring of a woman is removed at the death of her husband. So I don't know if that has something to do with this. Maybe you guys can say what in the context of this film, what do you think the symbolism of this ring in his nose is?
So a lot of times you see that at weddings.
Yeah.
It's like it's a thing that I think I don't know what it symbolizes. Like you were talking about, a lot of times they put the ring in the animal, in a livestock or whatever, to guide, to pull them around with, and I don't know what the original symbolism of it is, but it originated many, many, many years ago.
I'd love, if somebody could explain like the connection between the two posters, because obviously there's a connection there.
Yeah.
And maybe there's something a little bit more there that we don't know about, but
yeah, I mean,
because there's
We don't
missing
know a lot.
that word missing is in the back of his, but
Yeah.
it's not in the back of
It is.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
is.
interesting.
My only beef was that they changed the size of the ring, and they also turned it upside down. But I mean, I'm assuming that's intentional. But I wish the ring had stayed the same size, so when you flip back and forth, they should have made his head bigger so that the ring was the same size. But they did turn it upside down, which is kind of interesting. Interesting. So lots of Easter eggs and symbolism, it would appear.
Kind of cool.
Very confusing concept. But I'm intrigued because it does look like it's essentially a horror film. I mean, I'm getting that kind of a horror film vibe from it. So I am interested in seeing that.
I think it's definitely promoted as such. Those posters are definitely,
You think they're
sinister.
promoting a horror film, but it's actually a relationship movie, like those little soft moments? You get into it, it's just a romance. We're like, what happened to the demon?
He's just in love with
It's like,
this wonderful.
He's in love with the
water
goat?
buffalo.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
goat, whatever
I
it
know.
is.
I have to find out and make sure there's no animal violence in this. I've seen way too much of movies lately. I don't want to see anymore.
This
Don't wanna
one
see it.
feels like I hope there's not.
Yeah. Because the goat
But-
did get away. That was the whole point. Is the goat
Yeah,
or the sheep
they
got
just-
away? Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's a sheep. We keep saying goat, but this is a sheep, I guess.
It's a
I
sheep.
guess.
It's not a water buffalo.
I'm very good. We don't know what the hell
Or
we're
yak,
talking about. There's the whole kinds of things going on in this trailer. So
Well,
let
it's
us know
interesting.
if you have any
It's
clarity.
definitely gives me has some questions, which is intriguing.
Yes.
for a
Once
trailer.
again, it looks like maybe 4 different movies all together in one.
Yeah, it does look like that.
But it's coming out August 25th. It's
Yeah.
theaters, so it's
And
coming soon.
this guy's been in tons of great movies, so
Yeah.
he'll like bring a lot of cool stuff to this. So
He
I'm
wrote it.
excited to see that.
Yeah.
So if he's involved, it's probably going to be good.
Toby.
Toby,
And please, if tell us in the comments if we're way off base with the nose ring
I
symbolism.
can't believe you think we're off base about any of this.
Because it's supposedly, I mean, it's like it's a respect, like it shows respect. And I think women wear those on up and leading up to their wedding, and it's a symbolic respect to Parvati, I believe.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's like a I don't know. I always associated it with women. So why is the guy and the goat and the sheep wearing it? And is that significant in the poster? What is it telling us? What is it supposed to? What are we supposed to be getting from that symbolism? I'm really curious to know from some
please
of our
let us
friends.
know
Can
if-
fill us ignorant folks
Yes.
in on it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And really, Burk, put your Satan eyes away. I know that's
My-
Satan right there. I can see the Satan in you.
My what?
My what? All right. Talk to you guys later.
Spoken like a real Toby.
Yeah, it's gonna be my new catchphrase.
What?
My what?
Oh, I don't know what it means, but it's funny. I don't know why. All right. Talk to you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.
All right.
My what?